Well, we have two guests with us today. We have two doctors here. We have from Willow Street Optics, Dr. Wendell Stoelting, and his daughter, Dr. Carrie Stoelting, here. And I'll start out with Wendell. And Wendell, how are you today?
Doing just fine, thank you, John.
Okay, good. Well, let's just go ahead and have you, we were visiting out front a little bit about if you can remind us how long you've been here and when Willow Street Optics opened up.
Well, I graduated in 1973, and I came here first day of August and started. So I'm just thankful to have the support of the community and the county and the surrounding area all these years. And I'm thankful how the folks have been for my daughter, so receptive. We're so thankful.
All right, very good. Well, let's just ask you. I was mentioning to you out front. I know I've been here just about as long here at the radio station, and there have been so many changes. Just tell us a little bit about changes in optometry.
A lot of changes as far as pharmaceuticals, the medicines that we can prescribe for glaucoma, for infections and injuries, the instruments that we use today. And Dr. Carrie will bring this up, the things we've just added for diagnostic instruments, for identifying glaucoma earlier, that sort of thing. There's just lots of improvement with medicine, with pharmaceuticals and the instruments.
Now with Carrie here, will that ease the burden on you a little bit?
Yes.
Is that kind of the
yeah, kind of. Look forward to having a day off. I've worked 5 days, actually 5.5 days a week for 24.5 years, and 5 days a week for for 25 years or close to it. It's going to be nice to have a day off. So, and she's covered it beautifully.
All right, very good. Well, let's talk to Carrie. Carrie, how are you today?
Oh, just great. It's
right,
wonderful to be here.
Well, let's go ahead before we start and talk about some of the things you offer. Just tell us a little bit about your background and how you got to be a doctor, and just kind of take us on that journey.
Oh, I'd love to. Thank you. So obviously my father was the inspiration for me to become an optometrist. His example made a deep impression. And I just want to also say my dad's still going strong. Yeah, he's saying he's taking a day off, but boy, he works pretty hard while he's down there. Boy, he's still full-time and going strong there. So, and he's right in the game with me with the new technology. So very much up to date. But as for my journey, it takes 8 years to become an optometrist, a primary eye care provider. So we are full doctors of optometry. I did 4 years of undergrad and then 4 years of optometry college in Kentucky. I spent 3 years in eastern Kentucky. In Kentucky, there is a wider scope of practice for optometrists where I learned new surgical procedures that ultimately will be coming to Iowa. I also learned a lot more about rural eye care in that environment. My 4th year of optometry college, I had wonderful rotations. I was so blessed to get to serve here in Iowa and also in South Dakota. I deliberately chose to complete rotations in surgical centers and with doctors I knew with whom I would be working in the future. All of these decisions were made for the good of Cherokee, our community, because I knew I was going to come back. So I made all of my choices, going to Kentucky for rural eye care, picking my rotation sites. It was all for what's going to be best for my friends back home when I come back to serve with my dad and our team. So.
All right, very good. We want to talk to you about a few different things,
yes.
And that's just tell us a little bit about eye exam for kids?
Oh, thanks for asking. Yes, I love doing eye exams for children. You know, kids, they grow so fast, and they're really good at hiding everything. They're so good at fooling you on how they're seeing. Because think about it, if you're a kid, you don't know necessarily
Sure.
what good vision is. Vision screenings are awesome. I'm all for vision screenings, but they're not quite as detailed as a full eye exam with an optometrist. So we can discern more with an eye exam for kids if everything with eye health and vision really is in line. We have new equipment to make pediatric exams more fun. I like to say to kids, hey, it's going to be more like playing a game when you come see me. Where we're going to have fun together. And everybody gets, a little toy, and I have several videos they can watch while I'm doing tests. We play little games together that they cue me in on how the children are seeing. And I just want them to feel like they're welcomed, and that, hey, I'm a friend. I'm not here to I'm not going to give them a shot or anything scary. So by the end of the exam, most kids who come see me, they're smiling and they're happy that they came in. So
I like what you had to say about kids, though, about that they don't really know. It's kind of hard to
yeah.
tell you
Yes, exactly.
how they think.
Exactly. So there are a lot of objective ways that optometrists, like my dad and I, we can determine, hey, how is this child really seeing? How are their eyes working together? You know, because the eyes work and the visual pathway system of the brain, they develop so strongly in our early years. You know, from the time you're born until about you're 8 years old, you're having lots of changes. And it continues to develop beyond 8, but there are some major changes going on in those years. So I like to make sure that our kids in the community, that they have healthy eyes and clear vision, and do everything I can to make sure we're not missing anything.
All right, good. We'll also talk to you about adults and about comprehensive eye health exams. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, my dad and I, we work together very much as a team. We both serve by the golden rule. We want to treat our patients like family. We want to treat each person who comes in like we would want to be treated. As I like to say, it's an honor to have the opportunity to take care of your eyes. So we're very careful. We take our time. We don't rush folks through an exam. We want people to feel, that we've addressed their questions and concerns. My dad and I, we are very excited about the new equipment that we've brought to Cherokee. We have new retina imaging system. We have new ways to measure cornea curvature and eye power, new way to test eye pressure that's more specific. And that's so important for glaucoma care. Glaucoma care for our retina imaging system and optic nerve and macula imaging helps us to monitor disease and diagnose it sooner than rather than later. A lot of rural communities, small towns like ours, most don't have what we have across the country. So we're both very proud of the fact that we have this in Cherokee and can bring this to serve our friends better. So.
And that's one, Carrie, that's one of the things, disease management is something that you
Yes.
handle very well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, my dad and I both, we have a great interest in glaucoma care, finding it early, because glaucoma in particular is very sneaky. You don't know that you have glaucoma. There are no signs that a person notices. It's detected in eye exams, and it's rather an art to diagnose it. The glaucoma affects your peripheral vision first, and just generally it slowly advances, so it goes undetected by the person that it affects. And so it takes a lot of testing and observation, very close observation, to make sure you diagnose it accurately. And also, for those who have glaucoma, we want to make sure that it does not progress under our watch.
And that's also a reason why you have those,
The new equipment.
well, in your annual
Eye exam.
eye exam.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And just because a person sees 20/20, or you feel like, oh, my eyes are fine, I see great, you still want to be tested, because a lot of things happen in the back of the eye that you'd have no idea is going wrong. And at all ages, things can happen. Front of the eye as well. So having I like to phrase it like having an eye physical. You know, you have your physical with your doctor each year, I hope. And having an eye physical is very important too. So one other thing my dad and I both want to say that's very, very, very important to us both. We want to give a sincere appreciation to our team. We have amazing team members that we couldn't do what we do without them, truly. We have Connie Leonard, we have Missy Shea, and we have Susan Hatch, and they are all top-notch, amazing, amazing people. Such kindness, such compassion. They try so hard. They do exceptional work.
I agree with
I
that.
know you want to say a few words on that
No,
too.
I can't praise, they run the place, really, and
Sure.
it's so important and so valuable, and such a pleasure to work with
Oh,
each
yeah.
of them. Just try to thank them, probably not enough, but they are so important to the office. And we are thankful for them.
Absolutely.
And I'll bet every once in a while you have an emergency
Yes.
situation, right?
Yes, we
Somebody
do.
gets something in their eye or
Yes.
whatever.
Yes,
So
we
that's
do.
something you can handle.
Thanks for bringing that up as well. Yes, our Susan, Connie, and Missy, they are great at answering the phone. And if there's an emergency, they get patients in right away. We do emergency eye care. It can be daily. I mean, we get calls all the time. We want to be there for folks. Where if you get something in your eye, if you have a red eye, if your eye hurts, anything that's, has changed quickly, we're there for you.
We get calls at home. We live here.
Oh, sure.
So we can, if someone calls at 7 o'clock at night, one of us will be down to take care of them, or on a Saturday or Sunday. That's how we do this, John. That's why we live here.
That's why we live here.
Right. That's one real advantage.
Yeah, thanks, because we live here, we care, we're here, and that's a big thing I like to tell folks. Call us if you need us, because that's why we're here. That's why we do what we do.
So tell us a little bit about contact lenses or just regular glasses. Do you sometimes have people and you ask them, what do you prefer, or does it have to be a certain situation to have like contact lenses?
Yes. Well, for contacts and glasses, boy, we have a vast selection of both. A glasses inventory, for instance, you can come in and we have like, I don't know the current count, but it's over 1,000 choices, and so in stock, and that's also pretty unique in a small town to have that big of a choice. We have new styles that have come in too, and it's kind of fun for me. I like fashion, so it's fun to see the new frames that have come in, and I'm really happy about the new choices we have, the quality, and yet competitive prices. We tried it very hard to offer quality, be upfront with the costs. So it's actually very comparable to other places that may be perceived as being cheaper, if you will. But this way, everything we order is specific for the patient. So if there's that we don't we don't cut corners. So you get to quality, and you'll get your true prescription through us. So I just like to make that known as well. We offer a lot of good lens material, and coatings make a big difference because, our eyes are precious. We only have 2 eyes. We want to be able to see the very best we can, So my dad and I strive very hard to achieve that for people. And just like our team, they want to make sure that everybody is happy and sees the very best they can. It makes a huge difference in lives. As for contact lenses, that's a great question. Contact lenses have a lot to do with ocular surface health. So to be a good candidate to wear contacts, we want to be sure that you have a full tear film and that the cornea health is intact. So if those 2 things are good, then I proceed and offer contacts if patients are interested. We have lots of contact lens options now, from dailies, biweeklies, monthlies, multifocals, specialty contacts. I mean, it's quite the menu of contacts these days. So, contacts for astigmatism, contacts for presbyopia. It's great, the changes that have developed over the years. Contacts generally have better breathability now than years ago. Certainly when contacts first came out, we've had huge changes. We are very careful in the types of contacts we prescribe. We want to be sure that they offer the best breathability to ensure cornea health and make sure that patients have full tear films, because the tear quality of the eye is very important for health. We don't want it to be too low. Then eye conditions can develop. And so we're both here at a safeguard site. So if I see a very low tear film, that concerns me. Your chance of infection goes up, for one thing.
Well, Wendell, it has to be a real thrill for you to have her back here.
Oh, it's
kind of a lifelong dream.
Well, I am just so thankful to be able to work with her. If I have a question, I can actually go out and knock on her door and consult with her.
Sure.
And with confidence to get her view.
And vice versa.
I look forward to working with her for, I hope, quite a long while yet, because I enjoy what I get to do. It's really not work. These are friends I get to serve. So I look forward to working together and with the staff we have, I hope, for a long time.
Oh, me too.
So I heard a little vice versa from you. So you're saying once in a while you might ask your dad.
Oh,
right?
Sure. It's awesome to be able to collaborate. Just because we can chat about cases, because we want to, my dad, if I see a patient of his he's had for years, usually beforehand he'll say, well, so-and-so is coming in. I've seen him for years, but he's on your schedule today for one reason or another, and say, we talk through, he'll say, I want, we've done this before, or, look out for this, or, we just discuss cases. And if I have a question, has this worked well for someone before? We can bat around ideas. So the fact, I do not have 47 years of experience. I mean, that's obvious. I'm a new optometrist, a newly minted optometrist. But I do have a lot of experience already. Yes, but certainly not 47 years. So you can't put a price on that. So working together with his amazing experience and then the new training that I have,
right.
That's a pretty unstoppable team right there.
A new generation.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
It's
amazing.
It is.
The combination. That's what I like to say.
all right,
Yeah.
very good. So anything else either one of you would like to say here? We've got a couple of minutes
Oh.
left.
Well, may I?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like I've said a lot
it's
here,
okay.
but it's easy. I love talking about this, so thank you. But we both want to say a few words about the community, Cherokee County and Northwest Iowa how amazing the support it's been. I've been deeply moved by the support that I've felt since I first started here in practice. It's been incredible, much more than I expected, I'll be honest. And it's with heartfelt appreciation and just thank you so much to everyone. And I'm really looking forward to meeting more people and seeing friends in the office, and just a sincere thank you.
Yep, I
All right,
agree
good.
there.
Anything else you'd like to add, Wendell? I'm sure you kind of echo the same
Absolutely.
feeling.
I sure do. So thankful for the support we've received all these years and how it's been since Dr. Carrie has come back. I just can't, I'm just so grateful and thankful to everybody. Thank you for the town, the county, and the surrounding area.
As many years as I've been here, it might be a new one for me. I'm not sure. I've talked to a lot of doctors on the air, maybe not two at a time.
Oh, really?
So
Oh,
maybe,
cool.
maybe I just thought of that, kind of a funny thing.
Oh, thank
So,
you.
Yeah.
I hadn't
So
thought of that
anyway,
either. So.
But it's great to have you back, Carrie.
Oh, thank
And
you.
we
Just
wish
thrilled.
you good luck, and it's always good to see Wendell. And Wendell, you take a day off now.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right, very good. Well, thank you both.
Oh,
We sure
thank
appreciate
you.
it, and good luck to both of you.
Thank you very
John.
much.